Oh yeah, look at that. It's so good. Oh my god. Hello and welcome to another episode of Anything But Authentic, where I make crazy unique food that is anything but authentic. On today's episode, I'll be making cheeseburger fries. My inspiration from this recipe comes from this dish called carne asada fries. I know if you guys had it, but carne asada fries is basically fries that's topped with carne asada, topped with some extra toppings like guacamole, salsa, sour cream, and a lot of other good stuff. And it's like basically you eating a carne asada taco, but on fries, and it's just divine. And so since we have that, and we have so many other options for fries like chili fries and whatnot, I was actually surprised to see that we don't have cheeseburger fries. And so this is my version of it. It's based off of In-N-Out Burger. If you haven't had In-N-Out Burger, I highly recommend you to try it whenever you come to California. It's super easy, it's super delicious, doesn't take that long to make, and I really hope you guys like it. Let's get started. All right, first we're gonna start with making the sauce. Now, like I said earlier, I'm basing this recipe off of In-N-Out Burgers. So this sauce is based off of In-N-Out sauce. If you have any other sauce that you religiously just love for your burger, feel free to make that instead. So to make a sauce, what we're gonna need is half a cup of mayo, around 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of super fine onion. It's literally just onion that I dice up very finely. 1/4 teaspoon of mustard. 1.5 tablespoons of dill pickled relish. Half a teaspoon of vinegar. Half a teaspoon of paprika. 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. And 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And then just give it a little mix till everything is well combined. And then just cover this up and let it rest in the fridge for around half an hour, or while we prep the rest of the ingredients. All right, now let's move on to making the beef part of the cheeseburger. So what I have here is a medium pan that I'm just gonna heat on medium until it gets a bit warm, and then I'm gonna add half a pound of ground beef to it. All right. I'm just gonna add beef in. Since this is a non-stick pan, I don't need any oil on it because the beef will render its fat. And to it, I'm gonna add around half a teaspoon of salt, along with 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Keep it mixing around. Alright, it's looking a little bit brown, so I'm going to add in around 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and half a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Mix. Alright, this is looking good, so you just want to turn off the heat and just take it out. So good. Then I'm just gonna set this aside while I move on to making the caramelized onions. Alright, in the same pan, since we have, a little bit of that beef fat, we can use it to make caramelized onions, which is what I'm gonna do. So what I have here is around 1 white onion that I just diced up. So I'm just gonna turn this on high and add the onion to the pan, along with half a teaspoon of salt. And then just cook this for around 10 to 15 minutes until it caramelizes. This is usually where I like my caramelized onions to be. There's a bit of browning in it, but it's not completely mush. So I'm just gonna take it off the heat and just set it aside while I move on to the next step. Alright, next we're just gonna start assembling everything together. So what I have here is basically waffle fries that I bought frozen and cooked according to instructions. To keep this recipe simple, I decided to just go with the frozen fries instead. There's a lot of ways to make fries, and I'm just having a hankering for waffle fries, so this works out just as well. If you have a favorite fries recipe that you want to go for, go ahead. But if you just want to be like me and buy some frozen fries, go ahead and do so. So what we're gonna do now is just, on top of the fries, we're just gonna add the beef that we cooked, just a good amount. It's around half of the beef that we made. And then you sprinkle some of your favorite cheese on top. What I have here is a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella, and this works just fine. So sprinkle them on top like so. And then just gonna put this in the oven on broil for around 5 to 10 minutes, just basically until all the cheese melts. And then I'll see you back here in a little bit. All right, it's looking good. The cheese are melted. So what's left to do is just top it with the rest of the ingredients in a cheeseburger. So, just a little bit of the caramelized onion. Some shredded lettuce. Some tomatoes. Last but not least, the burger sauce. And there you have it. I'm pretty excited to try this out because this is basically everything that I would want with fries. So I'm just gonna dig into it. Oh yeah, look at that. You have no idea how hard it was to stop eating this. I really just want to take a moment with this dish and just finish it all on my own, but it's so good. Oh my God. It's definitely like a cheeseburger, but on fries. It's cheesy, it's good, it's bright because you get all this fresh, lettuce and tomatoes, and the sauce definitely just brighten everything up. And it's just so good. Wow. Well, thank you for grubbing with me, Guber. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to support my channel, and I hope to see you here next time on Anything But Authentic.